Okay, we got to go back to first principles on this thing. We're not going to start a war to tame inflation. Okay. But let me just explain what inflation is, because I'm not sure people like fully understand like how this works. Inflation is very simple. It's too much money chasing too few goods. Okay. And we have both sides of the equation going on right now. On the supply side, on the goods side, we've got shortages. We've got the ports backed up. We've got paying people not to work. We still have the $2 trillion of COVID relief passed earlier this year, which was responding to a problem that was largely winding down. So we have these labor shortages. We have people dropping out of the workforce in record numbers. In the number that just came out showed we had more people quitting their jobs than ever before. So we have a shortage in terms of the production of goods and services that people want. At the same time, we have this monetary and fiscal expansion coming out of Washington. You've got, again, they did the 1.9 trillion of COVID relief. They did 1.2 trillion of infrastructure. Biden's still talking about another 2 trillion of social welfare. You have the Fed still printing money with QE. So you've got this massive expansion in the amount of money. So look, too much money chasing too few goods creates this problem. And it was very predictable. And so what I said back in May, this is what I was warning about. And it goes back to the Druckenmiller clip that we were talking about all the way back in May. He said the same thing, that we had a reckless fiscal and monetary expansionary policy coming out of Washington at a time we didn't need it. Because if you looked at like retail spending back in May, it was back to above trend. So, in other words, like there was no demand problem. The economy was back, and they've just been pumping and pumping out of Washington.
We had good intent. We wanted to make people not suffer. We wanted to get the economy on tap. We may have just made a bigger bet than we needed to.
We overdid it,
clearly.
But look, who wants to be the politician, quite frankly?
Yeah, it's not going to get you reelected.
Who ends the eviction moratorium, right?
The gravy train, yeah.
Nobody wants to be the politician who says, okay, now you suddenly have to pay your rent. But obviously people have to pay their rent.
And we're taking away your bonus unemployment. I mean, people have to go back to work at some point.